We like boys!
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Gayest Games of All Time on Bears and Games, brought to you by Teen Witch. That's right, Teen Witch. Best film 1989. And I am your host, Kubert, and with me...
I am Rufus the Sable, as always. It has not changed since the last time I introduced myself.
It might have. I saw you pontificating a different persona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some kind of mechanized vending machine mixed with a Siamese cat.
Huh. What?
Listen, if you don't get it, then I guess you're just not part of the it crowd.
Rise from your grave.
Do people punch in like a letter and number combo and then you spit out love?
Yeah, and also, fruity, like, carbonated drinks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I did have a Rain energy drink from a vending machine this week when I was at the car dealership getting my winter tires put on.
Nice.
Which all the listeners want to know about, or viewers, because this is a video. It's a video thing. It's not a podcast. Not one of those podcasting gays.
Not one of those podcasting gays.
No. Our mutual friend... his
Bulking Canuck.
Yeah, Bulking Canuck did tear me to the core. He posted a meme where it was like a gay bear and there's two directions they could go into. And one was to be a DJ and the other was to have a podcast.
Yeah.
I felt very read by his meme.
It's very funny because yesterday I went to go see a gay bear be a DJ, and today I am with this gay bear on what is essentially a video podcast. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. So today we're talking about our second contestant for the gayest game of all time.
Yes.
And that contestant is a Sega game. Do you like Sega games?
I love modern Sega games. Bayonetta is one of my all-time favorite series. I am, like, huge into a lot of the sort of peripheral Sonic games as well. Sonic Colors, Sonic the Black Knight. I'm not so much a die-hard, like, Sonic Adventure fan. A lot of people my age have a lot of nostalgia for, like, from between Sonic Adventure 2 to, like, Sonic Heroes, some even as far as Sonic 06.
Well, Big the Cat never wears little briefs, so I was never interested.
Doggy, there you are.
That is a shame, honestly. Big the Cat, let's just say I was hoping he would find my Froggy.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
You can cut it. You can cut it. Cut that.
Nope, it's staying in. He was never my type. When we're talking about anthropomorphic animal men in Sega games, Altered Beast is another. Not just Sonic. No, there's Altered Beast, which is another... I'm here to convince you that Altered Beast is one of the gayest games of all time. And I don't think this game needed that much convincing for you.
No, so in the last video, I was a bit more skeptical. Not necessarily that I didn't think that there were gay influences, but I don't think it was the gayest game of all time. And I can very confidently say for Altered Beast, this is almost certainly one of the gayest games I have ever seen with a capital E.
had you seen the? Oh yeah, what's your experience with Altered Beast? We'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about mine.
Right. So I actually have a unique history with Altered Beast. I was introduced to the series, and it is very technically a series, through YouTube cutscenes, circa like late 2000s of the PS2 game. And I was like, whoa, you're telling me that a beefy man can also be an animal at the same time? What? And it definitely did not do anything to shape my sexuality or my sort of online persona at all.
Cut to that gif of the dean from Community saying, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
This better not awaken
anything
in me. Yeah. So I saw a lot of the cutscenes from that, and from their kind of like natural exploration, I did know a lot about Altered Beast, but I was like, these are not the 3D sort of models that I'm used to. So, I'm not gonna deal with this pixel art bull. And then I grew up and I was like, actually, give me a piece of that pixel art bull, and then you can show the pixel art bull on screen here.
Oh yeah. Is there a bull? Is there a bull in this game?
I think there's a minotaur, a minotaur.
A minotaur?
A minor tour. You just kind of like point to the different levels. Like, it was level 1, it was level 2. It's a minor tour.
There's 1 second. There's no minotaur in that game.
I might be lying to you.
Yeah.
Actually, I never said there was a minotaur, and if you say that I did, that's actually really manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You're actually gaslighting me right now.
Well, I do that a lot.
You do, yeah. It's true. Why do you do that to me all the time?
I like gaslighting, because it's got a warmer glow than electric lights, and I just think that you're crazy. They've always been this dim. So as we talk, I'm leaving the. Is Project Altered Beast the one you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like there was a Sega Ages PS2 Altered Beast as well. That's different. This is modern. This isn't like... we're not here to talk about this game.
No, in fact, that is going to be spoilers for the next Me episode. That's going to be the one that I host.
Yay! I'm very excited about that. So, this is a game that came out in 1988.
Wow.
And it was in the arcades, and then in 88, 89, it went to Mega Drive, and then in 89, Genesis and Mega Drive. It was a Team Shinobi game. You might know Team Shinobi as making the game Shinobi, which I love.
Didn't they also do... Because that was one of those that started off on, like, the SNES, and then it got, like, brought over to PS2, right?
What?
Or is that the same team? Because I do very much remember Shinobi game on PS2.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a Shinobi game on PS2. That's the one where you have that, like, long scarf.
Yeah! The long scarf... I know that this is off topic, but the long scarf aesthetic in, like, Shinobi had it, Strider has it, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. The long scarf motif is so good. That is peak hot character, at least from, like, 2001 to, like, 2007. And apparently peak hot character in 1988's Altered Beast is gigantic body and very, very small head.
So would it surprise you to know that Riko Kodama did the art for the pixel art for Altered Beast. She being the artist who made she designed Alex Kidd and all the Phantasy Star art, and she later was, I think, project lead on Phantasy Star 4.
Wow, really?
Yes, hashtag girl boss.
Yeah, does she have, like, do we know how into Bara she is? Listen, I'm not gonna say that she's a Fujoshi. All I'm saying is, perhaps we take a peek at those Google Chrome tabs.
Well, she passed away 3 years ago, unfortunately. Very young.
Rest in peace, actually. Never mind. She can die having loved gay large men as much or as little as she actually did.
But here is Raiko Kodama's art for Phantasy Star 1.
Oh, wow. Damn. The only thing that is missing, and I say this one with 100% certainty, the only thing that is missing is nipples.
Yeah, they didn't quite have the enough sprite. That game was crammed so full of beef. Actually, no, there weren't a ton of Beefy Boy monsters. This is the only memorable Beefy Boy monster, but I knew it enough by memory to pull it up, so he obviously had some effect on me.
Yeah, no, for sure. That is, like, so very, like... I have seen that exact critter on my my scrollings of certain websites.
The internet.
Uh-huh. The internet being the website that I'm referring to, yeah.
Blue Sky.
I log on to Google Chrome, which is the internet, and I type in the internet in the internet bar, and my favorite website, the internet, pops up, so.
Yeah, and then just, like, you scroll a couple of pages down, and there's Beefy Boys. Like Titan from Phantasy Star 1. In his little... He's even got little shorts. She seems to like drawing beefy men in little shorts.
You could have fooled me, you know? I never would have seen that coming. And frankly, this game, I think it lacks a sort of big body, tiny head, animal person mystique, you know? Perhaps more large, beefy men crawling around on all fours and doing Taibo kicks. Would have convinced me of this game's gayness.
Typo. So, yeah, let's talk about what this game actually is. It is a multi-level, a split-level, side-scrolling 2D action game. It's not really a platformer. It's more of a scrolling 2D beat-em-up. It doesn't have the Z-axis like you would see in a Double Dragon or a Golden Axe. But it has multi-plane like Shinobi, where you can, like, do a super jump up to a second level. And you start off as a realistically muscular man. And as you defeat these, you're reincarnated by Zeus to rescue Athena, his daughter, who has been kidnapped by...
Probably Hades.
Oh, Neff.
Neff?
Neff. I don't know who Neff is. Is Neff a new guy? Did they make a new Greek mythological character?
It's Neff or nothing.
That sounds familiar.
It's the Nerf slogan.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Or a very good hiding place. Don't you get it? It's Nerf or nothing.
So this game's sort of inspired by Clash of the Titans, which was a little before my time. Like, I was a baby when Clash of the Titans was released in theaters.
Clash of the Titans was the same kind of, like, stop-motion animation along live action that, like, Jason and the Argonauts was, right? Or am I thinking of a completely different movie?
No, that's what you're thinking. Well, I don't know what the Jason and the Argonauts is you're talking about, but yeah, it's got Ray Harryhausen doing the stop motion. It's got Harry Hamlin as the hero, who you might know as Mr. Lisa Rinna, the Real Housewives' husband.
Ah.
he's not influenced that much by Harry Hamlin. He's much more like directly riffing on Schwarzenegger's like ultra, like at his biggest roidiest build. And then going like a step beyond that into like the kind of hyper musculature that you see in some, let's say, select sections of the internet in art.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like so in our prior video, I had said that there lacked a sort of self-awareness of the usage of like gay iconography and gay culture, and I feel like there is such an intentionality here. It is intentionally, maybe even like it is possible within the artist's eyes or anything, that they were not trying to make it homoerotic necessarily, but it was certainly, I feel, supposed to be erotic in some way. And I feel like that really elevates this game up the sort of gay ladder.
Now it's interesting, Reiko Kodama she studied Egyptian history and archaeology.
Really?
So she has a background in classical art, which you see, like, there's a lot of references to Greek art, like Greek sculpture and Greek statuary. And so you can sort of see her being inspired by that, but then like doing a hyper kind of like she does seem to be taking some influence from Tetsuo Hara, who did Fist of the North Star. Like the tiny heads on these big muscle boys that burst out of their shirt seems very Tetsuo Hara coded, let's say. I don't know if you've seen much Fist of the North Star.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And especially with the like transformations into the larger sections of the body, the sort of like clothes ripping and everything like that. Like you're saying, that's very, very reminiscent. The thing that gets me, though, and because we had also talked in our previous video about those same influences with the previous game, but I feel like those, even with the bulges and the leather and everything in the previous game, I feel like there was still sort of an action movie veneer that sort of softened the sexuality of a lot of that. There are so many things in this game that are so blatantly erotic in nature. The sort of like, they don't really make the main character very action hero-y, right? He doesn't have like a fighting stance, or like he doesn't do like the combat crouch or anything. When you get down on all fours and you're crawling around like you're a lover,
well, especially in your animal
Valentine's Day. Oh
form.
yeah, especially in your animal forms.
So yeah, this game has transformation. So I guess let me try to do a 1-minute elevator pitch summary of this game. Zeus reincarnates you. His daughter Athena has been kidnapped by Neph and dragged into the underworld. You are resurrected from the dead. You're like an old Spartan warrior kind of guy. And you get these globes of power from these special shiny wolves. And these globes of power make you first go through 3 stages of musculature. And then on the third one you get, because you start, level 1, 2, and 3. You start, so on your third globe, you transform into a beast. That is hence the title Altered Beast. And this beast is different per level. There is a unique beast per level, except for level 5, which goes back to the first beast, but with a golden fur. So you have Wolf Man, you have Dragon Man, you have Bear Man, you have Tiger Man, and you have Golden Wolf Man.
I was a little disappointed to learn that you did not get that fifth new thing. Perhaps I'm remembering from Altered Beast or Project Altered Beast, but I do feel like there was like a bird or something in that one, and I remember that being pretty cool. I do also like, before I sing its praises, I don't know that I've ever actually played the game, and also I do know that it is universally considered pretty bad, but there are some things that I think that they did kind of improve upon, as far as selection goes, because the Golden Werewolf, especially with its pretty samey moveset to the regular werewolf, it was just a little disappointing as well.
Yeah, and they do use sort of He-Man style. Out of the 3 bodies, out of the 5 forms, 3 of them share the same torso and like basically below the head. The 2 Wolfman and the Tiger Man have the same lower body and therefore the same like crouching positions and stuff. And but the dragon and the bear are unique. And yeah, these like the posings that Reiko Konaba captured in the, like, obviously she's probably going through some like physiques magazines, right? Like sort of inspired by, maybe even by like ancient Greek pottery and statuary and stuff too, like, you know, all those athletic statues, which have their own erotic component, I think,
for sure.
and also like ladies can like beefy boys. That's something that some people, especially straight men, don't understand. Like, some ladies like twinks and your Benedict Cumberbatches, but big guys get hit on by girls plenty. I can tell you that for a fact.
I don't really know if that's true. I listen exclusively to Good Charlotte, and they have informed me that girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money.
That's one thing women are obsessed with is cars.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Good Charlotte.
No, but in all honesty, like, it is, there are plenty of women out there who do prefer that, like, beefier body type, and it is good to see the representation, at least with a sort of beefy, in more, like, rounder sense with the bear archetype, go figure.
Yeah.
One thing, though, hey, Rhino? Is that what you said her name was? Rhino?
Yep.
Why does the bear blow bubblegum?
Well, it's so the bear form blows a little bubble that turns enemies to stone in a pretty cool way. I like it. It also turns into a ball like Sonic the Hedgehog, pre-Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's one of the things that doesn't make any sense for any of them, but I think specifically for the bear, it makes the least amount of sense, because you have the fire werewolf and the electric dragon, and you have the bubble blowing, petrifying bear. There's just no, like, logical through line with this. You would have thought that they would have picked, like, maybe water themed thing, and you'd get like splashes or waves, and like maybe like a fire dragon, and no, just kind of whatever. Like, it seems very, very hodgepodge, very kind of whatever works in the moment. And I still to this day do not understand the bubble blowing petrification.
Now, you might think, oh, a dragon man. You can't make a hot, beefy bear a dragon man. She shows you were wrong with your preconceptions. Actually, you know what? Her art kind of reminds me of, I don't know, I'm sure you would know the name of the artist, from Delicious in Dungeon. Who draws cute little dwarfy man. Essentially.
Ryoko Kui, I believe that's her name. Let me check that.
example of someone drawing a beefy man front, like she does so many upskirt shots and stuff of him, and she obviously, I don't know if she's into him. I think she is, just from the amount of upskirts, like especially compared to anyone else on the show. Like the hero, he never gets any upskirt shots.
Yeah, Ryoko Kuri, and yeah, the amount of fan service in that show is about average for a modern day anime, if even a little bit like further along, but like almost all of it is just senshi, which I love so much. And yes, we need more representation of like fujoshi and just women and femmes who love big beefing dudes. It makes my heart so happy.
And so the appreciation of the classical male form in its exaggerated, like, I don't think I'd really seen this kind of like I hadn't seen by this point in time Fist of the North Star, so I hadn't seen this kind of exaggerated musculature on men, really. Like, so this was once again Drake and Josh. Interesting gif.
Interesting.
Or it could be Dean. I hope this better not awaken anything in me. GIF.
I was waiting for you to
sure.
bring up what did you say? Miranda knows everything, or
The Secret World of Alex Mack? No, the world of iCarly.
no, because it is from it's from Drake and Josh, but like Miranda Cosgrove, that you called it something last time. It's like
Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah, Clarissa Explains It All. That's right. Oh my god, that's so good. But yes, Clarissa does in fact explain it all here in how this molded your young teenage hormones into like, and some of it is like, some of it's a little bit of a stretch, like, okay, you know, you're definitely pulling some imagination short straws there. And some of it seems so incredibly deliberate. The fifth stage
is the best stage.
Is a very good stage if you like pink and green, because oh boy, there's pink and green. There's also big muscular unicorn men, and so in the previous game, the big beefin' bosses wore leather biker outfits, and in this one, the bosses, or like the stronger enemies in the fifth stage, wear what can only be described as leather kink gear. I was at the club yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, and I saw dudes in there dressed exactly how these Rhino men are dressed in this game. Or the boar men and the Rhino boss.
No, you're misremembering. The boar men, they have armlets, but otherwise they have null bulges. Like they are nude, I believe. Only the boar men are nude. The Rhino man has his little leather shorts, his trunks, and the armor, like the epaulettes and yeah.
And the null bulges, there are some who say, and perhaps I'm among them, that it is sexier to leave something to the imagination.
Oh yeah.
And we see that in full display as we get our ass absolutely handed to us by these boar men like 15 times in a row.
Well, they do have tonfas, to be fair. And so to power up, you do have to destroy these wolves, which in the arcade version, which is what we played, the wolves at first move so fast, unless you're right in the way, you will not be able to catch them. until they take pity on you later and just kind of wait for you to kill them.
They crouch down and they contemplate and they think about it, and by the time they start to move, yeah, you've already killed them.
Yeah, after a couple. So the way that the gameplay works is you can't get to the final boss because Neff shows up. Neff shows up, and if you aren't in your final form, you can't attack the boss. He just leaves.
If this was a good game, he would have said, "Beware, I am Sinistar. I live. Run, coward! Run, run, run! Rah!"
I do think the multiplayer saves this game. Unfortunately, I didn't think about using... What was the program you want me to use? Parsec?
Parsec,
Yeah, next time we'll do a Parsec and play it together. This game is a quarter gobbler. Like, it is not a fair game. I'm not good at it. Although, I played the Genesis one enough to be pretty good at that. But it's been 30 years since I've really made an attempt to play through this game. This is the first time I finished Altered Beast in a long time. Anyway, yeah, how would you describe the difficulty of this game?
Oh, boy. There were several times when you spawned in, and it was like you spawned in literally directly into an enemy attack. Several times the boar guys, it was like they swept your feet out from under you and then just, punched you in the face 3 times and you died.
Well, maybe I just was not, subconsciously not wanting to fight them because they're so pretty.
True. But, as, good Charlotte, the people that I listen to for everything, told me, maybe don't flirt with the person with tonfas who's actively trying to crush your skull in.
I love that Good Charlotte song.
Yeah. It's one of my absolute favorites, yeah.
They kind of, their build and the null bulge reminds me so much of... I was already an adult when the Tick show came out, the live-action Tick, but it does remind me a bit of that.
Oh, yeah.
Although he's not as thick as these boar boys. Mm-hmm. But it's similar. Have you ever seen any of the Tick?
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen the live action with Peter Serafinowicz, but
live action, old and new, and the animated show. Yeah, absolutely, I love the Tick.
He's basically wearing a Kink null bulge suit, right? If it were Barra drawings now, it'd have a little lock on the bulge.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's that. That's what he is.
Yes, and we're definitely not projecting our kink onto things that don't have to do with it. 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think that it's obviously a kink thing. Obviously. Although Patrick Warburton, not really my type, but I like that suit.
Honestly,
and
this might be a controversial opinion. Honestly, yeah. I kind of think Peter Serafinowicz pulls it off better. I think he has a more hero-y face. Yeah.
I just know him from Look Around You, the best television show ever made.
The gas manipulates gently through the Jane Grey and into the water, causing bubbling. The manipulation is allowed to continue for 5 minutes. When the time is up, we turn off the gas and free the Jane Grey from the beaker.
Yeah, it does not escape me that he is Derek Bum here with Kitchen Gun.
I love you, Kitchen Gun!
I do want to bring special attention to, because I talked about it before. There are certain animations in this game that are so much more erotic and sensual than they really need to be. The on the all fours crawling around is one of the big ones. But if you can pull up the animation here of the upward kick when you're like upward crouching kick. It is genuinely so Taibo. Like,
there's at least two. I might have to record a bit more footage of the guy kicking, because there's when he's in super muscle form, he's like on his shoulder kicking up, like sort of leaning down on his shoulder. But in the earlier one, he's like leaning back, kicking up in this like real erotic gymnastics kind of pose,
which actually kind of brings more credence to what you were talking about before with it being classical art, because like now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of those are probably pretty challenging poses to hold, which would make that like kind of a big thing for people to like draw and sculpt, which a lot of these have a lot of classical Greek era sculpture posing kind of moments to them.
Yeah, or like if you think of the classical art of Poseidon, is it Poseidon? Is that Ariel's dad?
Triton.
No.
Wait, from Little Mermaid?
Yeah, he's so hot in Little Mermaid.
That's Triton, yeah.
I just wanted to mention that. He's like, that's probably one of the bigger Barra boys of that era. Like, if you think of, because he's like above Schwarzenegger level muscle. Like, he's ridiculous muscle. In that.
It's a bit harder to move around in water, so,
Harder? Well, I guess with all that muscle, he's gonna sink, right?
They don't need to sink. They're underwater. There's no use for faucets.
Right. Well, when do you want to wash your hands?
You gotta just do jazz hands. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What if you want to get the salt water off your hands? Do you have to like find a little like outlet of fresh water and then put your hands into that?
Yeah, but then what happens when you go back? Like,
oh, you're right. I guess it's just always. It's like we always got a bit of air on our hands.
Yeah. What if you want to like wash the air out of your lungs? You just gotta go, oh, and then just.
So, there's one more element I wanted to cover before we wrap up this beautiful episode of Gayest Games of All Time is the Rhino.
Woof.
The final boss.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. You do certainly have a level of devotion and dedication to him. Far beyond what I had seen in our previous video.
Can I go to? I know there's that website where you can legally marry your favorite video game character. I feel like I don't want to be monogamous though. Do you think it'd be okay if I had like a hot harem of my favorite video game characters?
I think only if you did marry his 4 identical twin brothers as well, because as we see at the end of the game, Neff has 4 other Neffs, 5 Neffs in total. I believe you would have to marry all of them.
So
too.
Was the Rhino Man one of Neff's form? I guess he must have been one, because he does go into that cloud and then come out as a. So he's a Rhino Man, and he's wearing golden armor, which includes gold briefs and epaulettes, pauldrons. He's basically dressed like a Rhino Man. He's super thick, at least as thick as the Boarman, but this time in little briefs, and I love it. Like, I love how, I mean, even just in your main character, as he gets more muscular, his clothes go from a wrestling tunic to a ripped wrestling tunic to just little Speedo.
And the Rhino Man has the added benefit of becoming more pink. as time goes on and he takes more damage.
Yeah, a really cute color palette there. You might notice in the film Wreck-It Ralph, in the villain support group, if you look in the background, Rhino Man is there, which makes two of my crushes in the villain support group, because Zangief also there in his little Speedo. And I do want to make a separate video, just a rant video. There's two rant videos I want, like I have in my head. I haven't written out into a script or anything. One is Zangief is not a villain. And actually, well, I do have a script for that because I have already made an Excel presentation that I want to adapt into a video on why Zangief should not have been in that villain support group, because he's obviously a hero. He's a role model to Russian children. He sends money to the orphans. Just because he's gay doesn't make him a villain, Disney.
Alrighty.
The other rant video I want to make is on the laughing scene in Final Fantasy X and how it's good, actually. So I would like to have some kind of crazy harem of big. I would put that Boar Man in there, and I would put the Rhino Man in there. I wouldn't put Bear Guy. He's cute, but like cute in a cute way, not cute in a I want to smooch him way. Like give a little peg on a little furry chubby cheek, sure, but not like a.
He also looks the most like an animal out of all of them. A lot of most of your transformations are just like animal head on just regular guy body, but when you are on all fours in bear form, you are literally just a bear.
I could never figure out in Tekken, is King wearing a mask or not? Because sometimes it sure seems like he's not.
King is wearing a mask, as is his uncle, I think, Armor King. So there's uncle or his dad. Kuma is just a bear, regardless of how very human-shaped his elbows are. And
with one thing I did like in Altered Beast was the little comic segments Raiko drew at the end, where you see different scenes from the game, and one of them is the main character guy unzipping his suit.
Yeah, he unzips the bear suit, which really does give the whole thing a kind of a porno feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Athena's like, oh hey. Well, like that one shot where it's Zeus and Athena and main guy in bear form, or one of the outfits. Yeah, one of the hot outfits. Anyway, so that's Altered Beast. Out of 10, gayness score. What are you going to give this game? With 10 being the most gay, 0 being no gayness detected.
I do still have to dock a couple of points. Okay. Because if it is going to be the gayest game of all time, then I do feel like it has to acknowledge and be actively kind of participant in its gayness. I feel like this one is so much more readily engaging in the eroticism of its subject material, especially like we were saying with the poses and everything like that. And it doesn't have that like action movie veneer / excuse that the previous game did. But because it is not actively about a bear smooching other bears, I am going to have to give this only an 8.5.
For me, I don't think the gayest game of all time has to necessarily have gay content. I think that sometimes there's something really... I think you even said it last episode. There is something really gay about the games that it's kind of fallen into accidentally rather than overt and deliberate. Yeah. And sometimes there can be... so I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I feel like there's more, but it's a 9. it's a strong 9.
Our scores are much closer this time, which is nice.
Yeah, I think we're in sync on this one. Oh, I did forget to say, because I was going to tell you my history with Altered Beast, which was that my brother picked up the Master System version first, which is a good-looking game for the Master System until you see it in motion, and then it's really, like, it runs at 10 frames per second or something.
Oh, no.
Because all of the graphics are built out of background tiles. They aren't built out of sprites. So it just doesn't run very well. Just because the graphics are too good to actually, for the Master System to actually pull off. So it's doing some tricks and shenanigans. And that version is missing the bear entirely? No bear.
No bear?
No bear.
Bubble blowing bear baby?
No bubble blowing bear babies. No rubber bears.
What a ripoff.
Just nothing. But then the Genesis came out after, and again, it's a very, very, like, it's missing a few frames of animation, but still a very close adaptation of Altered Beast.
Mm-hmm.
I have not played the PC Engine version. I haven't played the NES. Oh, no, Famicom. I don't think it ever actually got an NES release version of Altered Beast. But still. I would recommend now just play the arcade version. It's just good. Well, it's not a good game though. I should emphasize that as much. I like it, but I don't think it's as good as Vigilante. I think Vigilante plays better.
Yeah, I can see that.
Similar kind of game, but I think it's less fun than Vigilante. Vigilante feels fairer, especially the console port versions.
So if you want to play a game that's not fun and has a bear in it that blows bubblegum and it petrifies people, play Altered Beast for the Sega Genesis. This is our official, we're sponsored by Sega, specifically from 1988.
Yeah. Go get a brand new Sega Genesis, go back in time to 1988, enjoy the living wages you're paid back then and the relatively affordable housing that you have back then, and the death trap cars that you had back then.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's our episode. Thank you to Rufus for joining us. Rufus, do you want to be perceived by people outside of this video? Would you like me to tell them where to find you, or would you rather they not perceive you?
Don't perceive me yet, but I'm actually working on a little something, and hopefully you'll be able to perceive me shortly.
Yay! And as always, thank you for watching Bears and Games, the gayest games of all time. It's not just me that gives a rating this time. I want you to leave your rating out of 10, and that will be a deciding factor. All 3 will be considered and then divided together. The average will produce the score. All right, so if you're wondering how this ranks, we can't tell you until you've given us your score. But now I've fully processed all the comments on the last video. I can tell you that I gave this a 7, you, Rufus, gave it a 4, and the audience gave it a 5.5. So do you know what that totals out to, Rufus?
Is that a 5.5?
It sure is. Everything's 5.5
wow.
out of 10. So kind of gay, a little gay, somewhat gay. I think
slightly more gay than it isn't.
Given that we gave it an 8.5 and I gave it a 9, I feel like this one's gonna be higher.
All of the comments just flood us with ones. No, it's not gay.
How dare you? This is a manly game full of manly men.
We used to be a respectful country.
Reese? Thanks for watching. stay tuned to next time, and I'll do a wrap up when we've done like 5 games. I'll keep a list going here. But I bet this is going to be the gayest game of all time until we do some more. I think it's going to be Vigilante. That's my guess.
I would certainly hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.